Hi guys, hello, meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and we have a couple things to let you know. And an opinion editorial response to an opinion editorial. This is the second take. The first one kind of went kind of bad, and well, I didn't want to release that one. I want to redo it because unfortunately a lot of the left would definitely be screaming from my head if they saw it. So let's just try to keep this thing professional, okay? First of all, we are going to be having a special guest on Sunday's live stream. A pastor, Leroy Jenkins, has asked me if he could join their show. I mentioned that last night. I didn't mention the pastor's name in the video because it kind of slipped my mind, but it's a Pastor Leroy Jenkins. I don't know which church he represents, but that will be on Sunday after 8 o'clock. This week's session will be on Thanksgiving. Some people have said things like, oh, now we can talk about how you basically treat the blacks and the Latinos as bad as the Americans treated Indians after Thanksgiving. Give me a break. Okay, first of all, I don't treat blacks or Latinos badly. Okay, despite what you might have been told. Okay? In the case of what happened when Nathan Loves Pizza, I don't even know if he was Latino or black or purple or green. I don't care about your skin color. I've been saying that from the beginning. I meant it. It was how you behave. That's what I care about. Okay? It's your actions that are determining who gets blocked and when and why. I don't care about your skin color. Okay? Now, besides that, perhaps Pastor Leroy Jenkins can help explain that to the audience. He is black himself, as I can see. And I'm hoping it's going to be a great session. I hope that we can finally go ahead and find a middle ground and get that resolved. And we should be thankful. That's one reasons why Abraham Lincoln made a proclamation to make Thanksgiving a national holiday. Is we should be thankful to God, our Lord, our God, for the gifts that we have received, and the people that we know, and the people that we love. Okay? That's not a problem. And I'm actually looking forward to that. Now, my counter editorial to Paul Joseph Watson of InfoWars and his piece called Soy Boys. He immediately covers a lot of different things, but let's just keep to the main gist, okay? He says, quote, the problem with the amount of soybeans being sold in the United States, he said, it's got the ability to turn boys into feminized boys, okay? Because of the plant estrogens in soybeans. But he did not mention is that there are plants that produce androgens as well. One of them happens to be pine tree pollen. Now, okay, granted, pine tree pollen is not as directly usable. I've never seen pine tree pollen milk substitutes. I've never seen pine tree pollen candy bars. I have not seen pine tree pollen infant formula, and I certainly can tell you why the soybeans are very much a major crop, and that is because they are so useful, especially for people that are lactose intolerant. Lactose intolerant people cannot drink cow's milk. They cannot use the lactase sugar molecule. Okay? So for them, it turns out that soybeans gives a good compromise. It has a consistency in milk, and it can be used in cooking and things like that in many cases where milk cannot be used. So that's why it's a major crop, is soybeans. Plus, of course, they take less space and less work to grow soybeans than it does to raise dairy cow. Okay? After all, their cow make a lot of methane gas in their digestive processes. So that means, hey, we need to get a product out there that people who are lactose intolerant can handle, and also can be useful for women who are postmenopausal. I happen to be one of them. Oh, okay. So, here's the deal. Going ahead and blaming a natural plant that has a much benefit for women, which is 50%, at least 50% of the world population is female. After all, never mind all the gender splits and multi-splits, there is basically still two main biological sexes here, male and female. So 50% of the sexes are female and 50% of the sexes are male, biologically speaking. Now, hermaphrodites kind of land in the middle, but they're more male or more female, at least in part. There's very rarely any true split down the middle hermaphrodites. Even I'm not one of them, but that's not the point. The point here is, what Paul Joseph Watson did not say is explain why soybeans were so popular in the first place. And that is just for the reasons I just told you. Now, as I said, there is plants that produce androgens. Androgens are, of course, is what a man needs to keep his masculine features and his masculine male health. There's no problem with that. Except, well, as a society, we don't really need those traits anymore. Okay? First of all, the Earth's population is huge. At least about 7, maybe 8 billion people. Do we really need to have more testosterone-laden men floating around, spreading their genetic material far and wide? Or should we just basically accept that maybe we need to have the world kind of settle down a bit, and maybe men should focus more on just trying to get their lives together and keep the families that they have? Do we really need to have the alpha males? I mean, do we? I don't know. But, I mean, here's what I think. I think of Paul Joseph Watson, and to some extent Owen Schroyer. Okay, now Owen Schroyer, I think, is a cute guy. I gotta admit, he's cute, okay? He's younger than me, but he's cute. He was my age. I probably would consider pursuing a relationship with him. Okay, but that's not the point. Let's focus on the meat. But Paul Joseph Watson and Alex Jones show up as these big, husky guys, big furry faces, big, gruff voices, screaming, "I am a man, I am a man, I am a man, hear me roar, I am a man." Right. But did you know that one of the biggest problems with masculine men, in some cases, is the number of violence they do? They can't help it. It's their nature of what the androgens do to their bodies. It makes them more prone to violent behavior. And I don't think that's exactly what we're looking for in this day and age anymore. It's time to realize that the world needs to keep these kind of situations in check. That, we need a world where, not only do both sexes take responsibility for their actions, but two, we need to have men start to realize that going out there and waving his metaphorical club and beating somebody into submission is pretty much passé. We don't need that anymore. And we don't need any more violent crime in the world. We need to get rid of the violent crime. Think about this. If North Korea was ruled by a woman, okay, say for example Kim Jong-un's aunt, do you think North Korea would be going out there and trying to bristle about with themselves with nuclear weapons? She probably would be more than willing going, I don't want to have weapons like that. But I do want to be treated with respect. I think that would have been a lot better if she was treated with respect. If people sat down and talked, and Donald Trump is trying to do that. But people like Kim Jong-un, even though he's small, he's trying to sit here and say, I may be small, but I carry a big stick, and I use it too. Well, do we need that? Do we really need that? Honestly? I'll let you decide. Okay, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And don't forget Sunday with the special guest, Pastor Leroy Jenkins, around 8 o'clock. Oh, of course, our live stream will start at 6. And I will see you all then at 6 o'clock. Okay? Bye-bye.